What up? What up? What up? To another episode of To Be Announced. I'm your host, Malik Moss, aka the coolest kid in your residence, aka I don't eat gluten free, aka better put some ranch on the side of my fries. And I am joined with the rest of my fellow councilmen. Let's see if we can go down the line without any exhausting pauses. So let's let's go ahead.
You gotta alley oop to somebody. That's the only way to do it. Who you alley oop it to?
Brother Pat.
Yo, what up? So, in case you don't know, Patrick, aka Big D, you know what the D stands for. I ain't gonna hit you with it. AKA El Presidente, aka that girl in your voice's ear, aka Return of the King, aka Young Simba, aka fuck out my face if you ain't about my business, my woman, or my money. Let me go ahead, alley oop it to Brother Bryant.
Hey, you know it's Brother Brian, aka Isaiah, government name. Girl knows me as Daddy. Your dad knows me as Mufasa. Your mama knows me. Your mama knows me as the one she let go. Just coming in for another week of fun here and a good ass album review. I am alley ooping it to the. Are you starting 4 or are you starting 5?
Yo.
Where you at? Where you at? 4 or 5?
I'm two-way, point guard, shooting guard.
Oh, you two-way? Okay. Young
yo,
Steph.
yo, we out here. It's the public's god, the Al Six legend. On this day in 1997, I pushed your favorite rapper off the swings. When you see me, you should apologize. Just apologize. Don't even look in my eyeballs. Just I'm sorry. You know what? In my sonogram, they found me a pair. I was already rocking Wallabies.
Damn.
Fuck, that's delicious.
Oh, man. And there you have it. We are here back for another week to dissect, reflect, and put back together again another album. This week we are going to discuss YG's Still Brazy. We hope no Crips are offended in this review. If so, don't come to us. We're just the reviewers here. YG, this is his sophomore album, his follow-up from Still Crazy, which was released in 2014, I believe. And should I start it off, fellas?
No. Let me go first. You know, us warm milk niggas got to go ahead and say our little piece so the grown men can go in and truly give the album some justice.
I mean, you're a grown man that enjoys milk. You're not just a milk dude. You just like to indulge in the lack of protein.
Actually, I do have a lot of protein, a lot of chicken, a lot of fish. I've actually been following The Rock's workout plan, and then I realized.
Yo, if you follow The Rock's
lethal.
workout plan, then this is definitely for you.
You know what? That might be why I fucked with the album the way that I did. So let's get right into the material.
Congratulations.
Put some cognac with that protein. If you.
I actually am a Scotch and whiskey person, but more on that later.
You might want to put some Hennessy in it too, just a little bit.
Hennessy is nigga shit, and I am.
Hey man, many great decisions have been made with Hennessy in your system.
And many
great. We ain't gonna talk about those, but many great ones too.
That's an offline conversation that to be brought out in some spin-offs. But I digress. Let me go ahead and get into the material. My statements are brief. I will take no questions after. YG, listen, I was listening to this album. I immediately envisioned the New Age Chronic when I was listening to this. Part of the reason that I don't generally fuck with high-protein albums that are generally associated with hard-hitting bangers is because of the feel of the music, the soul of the music. I'm much more of a easygoing person. I like some uplifting shit, but here's the cool thing. These beats were as smooth as Hypnotic and Lemonade. You remember Isaiah Jerry's Party? It was like as smooth as that shit right there. enough for you to sit down in the car and really fuck with, but go ahead and just like ride out with your boys if all y'all are in the car together. This album is exactly the type of feel that I like to see in modern day rap albums. Did it for Bompton. It was how do the kids say it? Sensational. And I will leave it at that. This album for me, because if I'm being honest, I just kind of listened to the album before I got on the call. I can't go too in depth with it, but I like what I'm hearing beat wise, lyrically wise. It's money and bitches, and then your girl wanted to be a nigga. So well, I'll leave it at that. The album gets a 9 from me so far, but if it's more like what I've been hearing, then that 9 is well earned. Congratulations, YG. I still have to go back and listen to the freshman joint. And like with everything else, do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Well. Mm-hmm. All right. Go ahead, Brother Julian.
Already? Okay. Well, for starters, we have our. We're glad that no one got indicted within the past week of listening. I know this is very, very high in protein, but with protein comes a lot of cholesterol. So I'm glad, our arteries are intact and all that. But let's get into it. YG. What can I say? I loved it. This is probably in my top 5 favorite albums this year. Shout out to DJ Mustard for not being involved whatsoever. Let's see. I mean, there's really not much else to say. I mean, lyrically, ironically, YG has a lot of content. Like the first, what was it? There was "Don't Come to L.A." But what I really liked was the F Donald Trump, because we need that opinion out there. I really liked what was it? Who Shot Me? It was basically about who shot him. And I really like Twist My Fingers. This sound overall is very Doggy Style-ish, very 2001-ish. Dog Pound, Snoop, Dre. It's a sound that's really, you can never get tired of it, really. So shout out to YG. Overall, as a rating, I'd probably give it a solid 8. Solid 8. And once again, high in protein. You got your protein value for the day. This is very gym appropriate. This is very post cafeteria lunch appropriate, so you don't fall asleep at your desk. What else, man? I'm glad though this came out, because I needed something to rock my flannel chucks and khakis too. So, not much else here. This was great. And I'm gonna alley-oop it to Sir Bryant.
Appreciate it, Julian.
Self there. Now I want you to put the words there. I am lovable. I'm 400. Huh? I said I'm 400.
If no one's seen that fucking interview, you need to question your fucking life goals and priorities. Lifestyle has a good ass. Thank you. Like you gotta put the music with the story and everything. So like if you watch that interview, the full thing, like you're gonna understand the album a lot more as far as like who shot me, like what he's talking about lyrically on this content. Like what people, I guess we talked about this a little bit last week, whether it was on the call or not. It's like it's crazy to think about like YG when he first came out. and he had Tooted and Booted. And I still don't believe that's the same nigga. People are talking about Gucci Mane got like killed or some shit, and the government released a clone from jail because he's like skinny now. He's lost a belly. Like legit, that first album YG was another dude. Like I fully expect that and believe that to be another dude more than I believe like Gucci Mane to be robbed and cloned and shit like that in jail. But I've really enjoyed his second and third album. I just remember listening to My Nigga, and Who Do You Love off his second album, and like that whole tone was a lot. I don't want to say darker, but yeah, darker and a lot more of a vibe to it. And this is along that same darker tone, especially compared to Tutti and Booty, but it's a lot more West Coast. Just that you hear the instrumentals on that. It's the same instrumentals that they have on. I think it's "Don't Come to L.A." Like, let me see if I can replay that, boy.
I want you to put the words there.
Like that's a very West Coast sound. Like I love the instrumentation that everyone that from the West has, was Dr. Dre, Kendrick, Snoop, anyone, whether it's the '90s or now, those true West Coast rappers, they still seem like they fuck with the same beats. Problem, like those guys definitely have the same producers producing their shit. But to go to this album's actual review, four major tracks that stood out to me was probably "Don't Come to L.A." Twist My Fingers, Boom Bomb and Collective, and then Still Brazy. I am wearing a dark red shirt right now. I couldn't be straight up red, but it was black before. But as I listened to the album, it eventually became burgundy. As Kendrick always says, turn black, turn to burgundy. So I've seen some shit and heard some shit from this album. I loved it. Probably one of the better West Coast albums I've heard since shit. Definitely something that the Kendricks put out. I know I talked about the game last week a lot. I don't know if I like it more than the documentary 2 or 2.5, but I know the game just let out something, was the Streets of Compton recently. I'm not sure if I can compare the albums that far, but I'm definitely liking the progression of YG. Like I said, going ahead and putting all his content that he's released on this album into what he's talked about in Viceland, or those documentaries of him being shot, things that are going on in his personal life. It's always kind of cool to mirror that in the music or pieces that they're releasing, and understanding that. And that's how you know it's really authentic as well. It's like a lot of people talk about shit that they have never experienced. Some people talk about they started from the bottom, but they really don't. But we're not going to go there. But it's always great to see people talk about like real shit. Even when rappers get older, like you hear Jay now, and he's switched his whole, I guess, content up from the Jay in the '90s show Reasonable Doubt. He's progressed. Nas has progressed. I think it's important for rappers to understand and be able to talk about shit that's live and authentic with them, and not just confine themselves to a box of what's not true and relevant to their life story. Because you only speak on best to the things that's happening to you or are happening to you right now. I'm not sure if I'd give the album a number yet. I'll just say I fuck with it, and I will definitely be listening to it in the gym tomorrow, along with the game. And I will alley-oop it to Mr. Moss. Mr. Moss.
Thank you, brother Isaiah. All great points, gentlemen. I'm really just going to piggyback off of all of you guys. This was a great album. I salute YG. I'm a big fan. Been a fan since my crazy life. YG's album was actually the last album I actually bought in the last 2 years. So much respect. And this album did not disappoint. No sophomore jinx here. He delivered proper. It was authentic Compton, West Coast, California sound. YG to me is like that kid who he might have started off like with an F in English class in the first quarter, and then the final big paper he pulled through and he got a C plus, and then everybody was like, yo, respect, man. Or like he might not have been good in math, but he was hella talented and human or was it home economics, something like that.
He looked like he'd be in some good home economics, man.
And also lunch money confiscation.
Lunch money confiscation and reallocation.
Word. I just yeah, I
YG the nigga
really
that probably kicked the dude that Julian pushed off the swings. Like as soon as he hit the ground, YG came and stomped him out, took his lunch money, and then fucked his bitch.
And he probably robbed me too. I had no idea.
yeah.
Yo, listen. Let me tell you why I like YG, and this is also a note for all you other struggle rappers out there.
Oh, damn.
Just listen. What YG's done was great because he takes a sound that people already like and made it current. Same thing with Pusha T. Same thing with Freddie Gibbs. You even see that with Hove now. People learn how to take what works, take what people always liked, and learn how to add their own and evolve, and not just try to bring back the sound or whatever corny stuff you guys like doing. That's all.
I agree, man. Actually, I can that's kind of why I compared this album to Fly God in certain ways, just because they're both true to their respective coast and they deliver a sound that's old and new at the same time.
Yeah, without sounding dated.
Yeah, exactly. So I give credit to YG for having a strong follow up to My Crazy Life. It was conceptual. I think he sequenced it well. At times, I think in the middle, maybe just the production kind of ran from song to song to song, kind of ran into each other, and it all sounded the same. That would be one of the few drawbacks I had. The production kind of seemed redundant at times.
Yeah, and you're gonna run into that with West Coast sound.
Yeah, very true. But other than that, a lot of standouts on this album. Who Shot Me is, I thought was very insightful, very dark, but
Yo, it really, really sounded like something that could have been left off of Dr. Dre's 2001.
That's a good point.
I don't know, like it really, really sounded and 2001, honestly, this is why Dr. Dre's such a dope producer. 2001 could have came out last week. That's how good the quality was.
Word.
Like sound quality and everything, bass knocking, beats, just overall sound. Like this was a very crisp sounding album, and
Very
it's
crisp.
also good because he got a bunch of no name producers.
Yeah, very crisp. And let me see. I didn't look at the producers on this album, but
It's like DJ Wingding or whatever, no name.
what was another song? Twist My Fingers. I really enjoyed the production on that.
Yeah, I think that was like Terrace Martin.
Okay, that was a feel good record. I enjoyed. Like I felt like I was in a house party in Compton listening to that record. You know, watching lowriders roll down the street.
I see you came back alive. Congratulations.
What's that?
I was just saying, you obviously went to a house party, in Compton. I don't know. I've never been. I hear it's quite lovely this time of year, especially with all of the trap shit going on. You can really get a sense of the area's history.
Yo, honestly, the Twist My Fingers really felt like Suge Knight was outside ready to kidnap me or something.
That nigga dying. You can take him.
Huh?
I said I'm fairly certain that nigga is dying from something. You can take him.
Well, I mean that, and we've never seen him and Uncle Phil at the same place at the same time. So there's that skeptic in me.
Yeah.
Suge Knight and Uncle Phil are legitimate polar opposites, man.
Yo, there are people you haven't seen at the same time. You've never seen Iman Shumpert and Designer same place, same time. You've never seen Suge Knight and Dr. Phil at the same time.
Shout out to
Uncle
Iman
Phil.
Shumpert for bagging Tiana Taylor. He staked his claim effortlessly and will be set for years to come. I'm not sure
Yes,
if it's the
good
other
for
way
you.
around either.
Good
But
for you, man.
who wears the pants in that relationship? I gotta ask that question. I'm pretty certain it's Tiana, and she fucking up because me and Kat were talking about this earlier. The way that man's hair been looking, he should not be let
Dude,
out of the house. Man,
We need to
rap shit.
we need to start a change.org campaign to get that man to remove that abomination on his head.
That might be a part of the whole plan, though. She might be like, you know what? I got this man.
She's like, you know
Leave the
what?
house looking all types of fucking crazy. Ain't no woman
Yeah.
gonna want him. No
It's like
woman
a
gonna want
repellent.
him. Yeah, there you
But
go.
you know what? She's probably like, you know what? I sold like 6 records last year, so I can't really have a stake in this argument.
I didn't even know that Tiana Taylor was like an artist until someone told me, like, legitimately. I was just like, I see this woman on the gram all the time. She's got a banging body, but what the fuck does she do? Also,
They-
whenever you see
This is Instagram. You ain't
Iman,
got to do
hold
shit.
on, wait, hold on. Whenever you see Iman Shumpert's hair, you ever see the like tie that goes around like bread that you buy at like the market, and you just have the top that's just like hanging off to the side? That's what
Mhm.
his like bun stuff looks like. Go ahead, take a picture, because there were some days where that hair just gave up on standing up, and it would just go wherever while he was on the court. Go ahead, say what y'all was
He
gonna
makes
say.
music. He makes music too. I'm not sure if you guys.
Yeah, no, he
ain't
came
Dame
out with-
Dash, though. He ain't
Yeah.
Dame Lillard.
Yeah, he came out with Panda a couple months ago.
All right, but hold, let me wrap up my review.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
The last record I'd like to point out. Actually, let me interrupt this review just to make a PSA. Dom Kennedy, Nipsey Hussle, we need an album from you this year. Period. Back to the review. The last record I really enjoyed was the standout. She Was She Was. The production was fire, very authentic West Coast, as outrageously sexist it is. But hey, if it's not sexist, it's not really West Coast, right? I mean, true to the sound. So, but yeah. FTD, fuck Donald Trump. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Gave a great verse on that. I appreciate it.
I just love it when Crips and Bloods get together and do positive things for the culture.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. And I appreciate that. I appreciate YG, his content. It's, he tries to deliver a wide range of subject matter. Whether it's simplified as it might be, he still gives you more than the typical content that you would expect to hear from a YG. So, number-wise, I would give this album a solid 9. Definitely going to play it in the gym as well. Definitely going to play it on my ride to work just to get me in the right mind frame for the day. So, salute YG.
Sue fucking woo.
So what else is going on in music, fellas? What are y'all listening to?
Yesterday was the 20th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt.
Quick. You've
What
been
happened?
to say that all call.
I had to wait for my segment. Yesterday, to all my soy milk beverage drinkers out there, was the 20th anniversary of Hove's magnum opus, Reasonable Doubt. Now, for those that don't know, it came out in 1996, probably before a lot of you guys are born. Probably there's nobody in the entire NBA draft last week that even knew of that day, but that's neither here nor there. What can I say? This album raised me. It literally raised me. Um, and it's Hove. What else? Like Hove raised a lot of us.
Do you feel like you have anything left to learn from the album, or is there still more to learn?
I mean, there's always and here's why I say Hove raised us, because he has lines saying, "Hey, listen, don't be the loud drug dealer. Don't be the moron with the Timbs. Play it low." Like the entire theme of a lot of his songs is like, listen, play it low, be yourself. Don't front. Just be the
Um,
what?
I never felt like I had to play it low personally. I don't feel comfortable saying another man raised me besides my daddy, but that's just me. Also, I never had to question about wearing Timbs or making any sort of deals. Don't mean to cut you short, just gotta
I
speak.
just want to say that Derrick Rose showed up in New York without some Timbs on. Nigga fucking up.
Nah, he didn't show up to Brownsville. That's why.
What happened?
I said he didn't show up to Brownsville. That's why. He
They're
was
probably
probably.
just too heavy. He probably just doesn't have the legs to support
Damn.
Timberlands nowadays.
He ain't trying to fuck that up that quick.
Yeah, you gotta hit the ground kind of hard when you're stepping in Timbs, I suppose.
Oh, that's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Gotta do it for Queens, though.
Oh, and fun
Gotta do it
fact,
for Queens.
you want to hear something funny? And this is probably like reason 697 and why Jay won this beef with Nas. So you listen to Dead Presidents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys remember the line on Takeover when he said, "Yeah, I sampled your voice. You was using it wrong. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song." Okay, so a little bit of background. Jay-Z sampled Nas off of the voices, the World Is Yours. He sampled his voice, right, and then paid Nas's publishing company instead of paying Nas directly, because he knew that Nas would not. Nas purposely will accidentally signed a terrible deal with his publishing company, and he wouldn't. And he knew that Nas wouldn't have seen any checks from that.
That's a smart man.
And then for you to bring that up 5 years later, like, yeah, I knew this. I sampled your voice. I made it a hot song, and you didn't get no money off it.
That is, you know what? And a lot of people don't understand, well, the music industry as far as publishing and like masters versus the release copy.
Yep.
So that's something that a lot of people, once you research that, you'll understand. I don't think a lot of people will get what you said, because I had to research it recently, like how exactly people make money in the music industry. Like maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I would not have understood exactly what you just said, but that is actually a smart ass thing.
And this is why I always say he's won the beef every single time. Takeover, if you really listen to Takeover, there was only one verse directed at Nas.
True.
The one verse, and it was just facts. Like, look, you had one hot album, everything else was trash. I came into the game after you, and is more successful than you, and I may or may not have relations with said woman. Ether was really just a bunch of high school disses. Like, oh, your nose is fat and you're a punk and nobody likes you. And but Hove was like, listen, I'm having a better career than you. I see what you're doing. It's terrible. You can't keep up with me. Like, these are actual facts. Like, look, I sampled your voice, and you didn't make no money off of it, and it's one of my biggest songs ever, and you had no say in it. I mean, I'm a big fan of strategy. I'm a big fan in how people defeat other people. So, big up to Hove. And I mean, come on, he got title and he's making money off of Ether. Probably more money than Nas off of Ether. Like,
Don't
come
you
on.
bring title into the conversation, because that's so far removed from part of that beef that it's irrelevant. All right.
Hey man, we talk about money. You gotta figure out what success is
Man,
on the Hope's level, and in a lot of people's level. That's what success is. And I think y'all watch Gary Vee.
Yeah.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
I just
Yeah.
recently.
he was just talking about that shit. It's like how rap used to be, in the early '90s, when it was, a lot more per se gangster rap, where people, just going around talking about who's the hardest, blah blah blah, the nicest Tims, things like that. Where rap now is really about money. So for you to insult someone, I mean, you can look at dumbasses like Chief Keef or Bobby Smurder. Those probably are the more authentic gangster rappers because they actually have
Please do
charges and
not
shit like
send
that.
anybody to anybody's house. He did not speak for all of us in saying y'all are stupid, retarded. None of that. I don't endorse what he's saying right now.
But yeah, those are the more authentic or traditional rappers in that sense. But like rap now is all about money, dude. So for you to call out a man and say, "Oh, I used your voice, you didn't get paid shit from that, and I'm making more money off of your talent than you did," like that is a certain type of insult that you can't. You have to think about that at least once when you
And
listen.
the thing is, you got to think about that
At
because
least
it was
once.
factual.
At least once.
Yeah, not to mention like everything that we talk about a takeover actually happened. Like, honestly, and not even trying to be biased or anything, I feel anybody could have written Ether. Ether to me was just a
I don't agree with that
nah
part.
because the thing is, takeover had actual facts in them, and just the way this whole thing carried out.
You're making it sound like nobody could go on Wikipedia and make it sound good on a track. Like, just go and report some shit.
I'm still putting Ether over Takeover. I'm sorry, y'all.
I don't know,
Don't
man.
be sorry. Don't be sorry. Be
It's
better.
nah. I'm
Be
still.
better.
To me, Ether was miles ahead of Takeover. But I was this.
You probably also like hit him up, did you?
Honestly, no. I wasn't a hit 'em up fan,
Mm.
but I was a Nas disciple back in my younger days. And bias aside, I've listened to both recently. I'm still going with Takeover, man. I mean, oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Ether.
thank you.
No,
Thank you. I appreciate
cut
it.
that out.
Congratulations.
Don't be petty. Don't
Cut
be
it out.
petty.
Ether is
Another
Ether all day
convert.
for me.
Another
I thought
convert.
I thought there were just as many legitimate facts in Ether as there was Takeover.
I don't know about that. I mean, even Hove's line, like, look, he had the line about the tech on the dresser. He's like, I showed you your first tech on Toad Lodge Professor. Then I heard the album about the tech on the dresser. Like, come
Yeah.
on. That actually happened. Like, for me, like, every single beef Hove's been involved in, it's just been about facts. Not even, I'm a better rapper than you. Like, no, I'm better at you in life.
He still lost that beef to Beyonce, though.
Nah, he
Still
still
got
won
him.
that because like he's
Making
still
money.
getting royalties off of Lemonade.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
No, I mean, I think we're measuring it differently. Like, I understand what Malik's saying, and I kind of agree. I think Ether is a better song to listen to in the gym. Like, if you hadn't listened to Take Over Ether, more than not, I'm probably gonna listen to Ether. But as far as who won the beef on a life level, you can't deny that this man's getting paid off of shit that this dude did, and he will not ever see a dime off of it. On a life level, he won that. But as far as like if you're just listening to it and what more people are going to probably vibe to and listen to, get more plays off of, even though hoes probably still getting paid off those plays. On a purely artistic level, Nas won, but on a life level,
I'm not too sure about that either because I mean obviously I see why people would prefer Ether because Ether is an angry record. Like he's mad, you know.
Nigga, ain't that right up your alley?
Huh?
I said,
Yeah,
isn't
but
that right up your alley?
yeah, but but for me it's when it comes to beef, I like seeing people being strategic, which is why I loved how Drake carried himself with the Meek Mill beef. In that instance, Meek Mill was the dumb and loud person. Drake was the strategic. Like I remember even on Summer 16, like like he had the line about, listen, we were playing this song upstairs from you. We played it 100 times. You were going to bed. You didn't do nothing. Like that. I find that hilarious. And Meek is a street guy, and you have your street guy. Somebody's playing a diss record directed at you a bunch of times, and you were downstairs, and you didn't do nothing. I mean, come on. I like hearing stuff like that. So, especially when it comes to beef, I like hearing people being strategic. So,
Man,
Yo, we could have like a 3-year-long podcast about this.
We need to have a big podcast.
We really can.
Have it.
Because I feel, okay, I'm going to need to go back because Nas had 2 memorable diss records from Jay-Z that I remember in that time, which was H to the Homo. Was it H to the Homo? I think it was.
Yeah.
Takeover. I mean, fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm glad I converted you out here. So let it be known.
See,
No.
this is the strategy. This is how he gets you, man. It's in your head.
Exactly.
No, okay. This is me. I'm thinking Nas was the way more well-composed one during this time.
I'm not too sure about that.
What was the record on? It was either Blueprint Running 2. He took another shot at Nas.
Oh, on Blueprint 2, he took another shot at Nas, and that was embarrassing. He embarrassed Nas. I'm sorry. That was embarrassing.
I don't think so, man. I think Jay sounded butthurt on that one.
Nah, he called Nas the rap version of TD Jakes. Prophesizing on your CDs and plates. Won't break you a crumb off the little bit that he makes. And this is with whom you want to place your faith. And he had the other line about just because you don't understand him, that don't mean that he nice.
Just because there's something you don't understand the stupid shit that he writes.
Yeah. Like, come on. Like, that's Nas.
I can't see it, man. I can't see it. I'm going with Nas all day. Unquestionably, Jay-Z won the war. But if we're looking at battles,
Nas almost won a battle. I'll give it that. I mean, the only way you could respond to a takeover is with an ether.
You're going to have so many damn comments in the section, man. Drudging up old shit. People going to be like, no, Nas, nigga. Nah, it's all whole, baby, all whole. Man, I ain't trying to deal with that. Plus, actually, you know what? This is good publicity. Keep doing this. This is good for us. Very good.
But one thing is certain. I'm glad that we all disagree, so we can actually have a conversation about this.
Yeah, we got to come back to this because we just got to come back to this. But anywho.
I think the question was what was happening in music, right?
I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
Also in music, there is. First off, I got to take time to address some things. There are a lot. This isn't just music. There are a lot of notable figures going away in 2016. I'm not entirely sure what is happening. Maybe there is something in famous people water that people are just dropping. They took Prince.
No. Princeton. He chose to go. He just dissolved into a mist of purple.
A mist, not even liquid. He just
he chose when to go. He said, "Listen,
mystified." Went straight up to the clouds.
There's just a lot of figures that are dropping lately, like it's their time to go. And I don't appreciate that. Prince most notably for the cast, but some other figures as well.
Muhammad Ali.
You see, even though I said it, I was trying to list like all the music people, but Muhammad Ali was the one sticking in my mind like right away. And I guess it's music related too because
that man was hip hop. That man was hip hop before hip hop came out.
Oh yeah,
amen.
You can make a damn good argument about he created hip hop.
Muhammad Ali was dropping diss records.
He had hard.
I would say the most powerful bars in terms of beef that any person that I guess would go up against him would get, you know? Talking about what round he was going to knock people out and make it sound pretty, that you could probably put it on a track and listen to it on repeat and the shit would sound like fire. So kudos to that. Also, Ali was playing for free in movie theaters, and the soundtrack to that movie was also quite delicious, opening it up with a little Mr. Sam Cooke. Everybody loves them some Sam. If you don't, you're un-American. you're not loved by Jesus, and you can step on a rusty nail and die.
And Donald Trump got you on his list.
Donald
It's a wrap for you.
Trump. Listen, I don't endorse the fact that we call some rappers trash because they will come with a hit squad and do all that shit. I will say this for one time and one time only. No party affiliation. Fuck Donald Trump and all the shit he believes in. If a nigga want to catch hands, I'll slap the toupee off your head.
Just when I thought it wouldn't get no sick. And I'm fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump.
All right.
And that is the end of our political segment.
Oh man.
Oh, another plug. Please check out the to be announced group. We will be in London once again.
Hey.
Mark the date. Mark the date.
Yo, February 31st.
No, nigga. See, this is why I can't have you on a fucking call. Every single time I be trying to talk about some shit, you just keep interjecting. Listen, sit there, shut up, listen to my voice. You get it in a couple seconds. Check us out. July 8th through the 10th, Wireless Festival, UK. The place is called like Fair something. Isaiah, what's the place called?
We gonna be in London. We gonna be everywhere. We gonna be there that weekend, the 8th to the 10th, a little bit before then. We gonna say exactly what day, and then that following week, doing amazing shit. Why, you may ask? Because my life is fucking awesome, and I do awesome shit, as a great Kanye West said in his in his interview. So if you fuck with awesome shit, you inevitably fuck with us. So keep us on the radar.
Find me in the
sit
tube.
there with your dick
Find
in your
me
hand
dapping
and
up
scroll
the
on
queen.
Instagram.
Exactly. Find us on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest.
If you find me on Tumblr, don't tell anybody about the freaky shit I post.
Don't follow me on Tumblr. Don't look up my tab. Don't find.
Don't follow that.
If you see me in the club, dap me up and then walk the other direction. No live videos, please. I'm trying to figure out how the UK gets down and put to bed an age-old question: can British women twerk? That's enough on that.
We will have the definitive answer in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks? I thought it was.
The 2 or 3, because we leave next week. So then the following week. I mean, 2 or 2.5, 3.
No, I mean it's pretty much next week because we go on the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's gonna actually be at the festival? Is it like Chance the Rapper, TD Jakes, like what?
Oh, there will be plenty of blessings, but they won't be rolling from Chance himself at this particular time. Are you going to go to the Chance concert in Miami? Because I think it's going to be TD Jakes, probably going to be Kirk Franklin, a bunch of blessings. I think baby Jesus, 9-year-old Jesus himself is going to be there.
See how what it is that I'm Catholic, so I already got my confirmation in high school, so I'm recognized as an adult in the church and all that, so I don't think any additional blessings will be necessary.
Oh man, you know those blessings. You gotta keep them on deck. You can never have too many. Never have too many.
Blessings are based in milk.
To answer your question, who's gonna be there? Anderson .Paak's gonna be there. Future. J. Cole's gonna be there. You said who?
Bronson. Action Bronson will be there.
Bronson. Jermaine is gonna be there. A bunch of other artists from genres like Calvin Harris. I'm not even fucking sure.
I'm pulling it up right now. Just keep going. I'll give you some names.
That was the main ones I remember. Once I saw Anderson, I was like, fuck that, I'm going.
Yo, Anderson is the greatest not rapper in a while.
Yeah, and
I don't know how to classify him.
I don't think he
Bryce
should have been on
fucking
this.
Tiller, Vic Mensa,
Shout out to Big.
Vince gives a fuck. Yo, did you? I know. I sent it to Malik.
Yes.
That Vince
Amazing.
Staples,
Amazing.
dude, he needs to release that shit.
Damn.
It's not already released?
It's James Blake's song. He just
Maybe.
came out. He just brought him out on his tour, and he dropped that verse
Oh, I heard that record.
with James Blake.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Nah, it was cool. It was more. It was more of. Look, I want Vince to be around for a long time.
Vince is a fucking man, dude.
Even though a while back he went at Nori like a moron, saying, "Oh, the '90s was overrated," but I mean, everybody makes mistakes.
I remember that.
I
Real
remember
quick.
that too. That was like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
I got some more names. Apparently, Big Sean will be out there as well.
Oh, for real?
Big Sean will be out there. Kalani, in case y'all have not been following, we have a separate podcast for sports. And then in case you don't know, Kyrie and Kalani are done kaput. She is. Well, we're gonna touch on that later.
Well, she has a knuckle tattoo, so that's all that needs to be said.
I see. Jeremiah will be out there. There's gonna be some babies made in London.
Did she hit him up after the game? I really want to know.
She probably hit him up with the wild "Hey Big Head" text.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She knows she hit him up with that shit. She posted shit on Instagram, but she got trolled so bad she had.
That's a good look for Kyrie. Shout out to Kyrie. Got the ball back in his court, baby.
Man, got this shit, man, swimming in all types of pussy. And
One for the land. Fuck the land. Y'all don't deserve LeBron James, and y'all don't deserve the title.
Yo, I'm pretty sure LeBron is responsible.
Savage shade.
No. Don't misunderstand me. LeBron James deserves all of that glory. But Cleveland does not deserve LeBron James, nor do they deserve the title that he won. Miami was more receiving of that title than fucking Cleveland was. As far as I'm concerned, LeBron James is a great in a city of losers and betrayers. So there's that.
They better be grateful for the next century.
They need to rename the city LeBron.
Dick until he leaves again, which I wholeheartedly support. LeBron, if you watch this or you see this just in passing, you don't owe Cleveland nothing. You can go pack your bags and leave. Go to New York. Go back to Miami. Hell, you could even go to Minnesota. I don't give a damn. But you are done.
LeBron, can you come with us to London? We can all fit in that Kia. I don't want to have to take the tube. We can hit that key around town, baby.
Oh my God.
Bring the kids. It's a family affair.
Also, shout out to King Kyrie. The only time that the world has ever seen two kings on the court at the same time. Because if you were watching those games, then Kyrie Irving was just as big of a part as LeBron James was for that series.
I'd like to say Kyrie 20, and Pat can confirm this. I've been saying Kyrie 2016 since 2K15 came out. I've been saying Kyrie for president for about a good year and a half now. This nigga needs to run for president. He has my vote. Because fuck Donald Trump. Honestly, fuck Hillary, too. I'm either voting. And if Neil deGrasse Tyson would run, I'd vote for him and Bill Nye the Science Guy. And that's about it, dude.
I would love to see Cornel West up there one good time.
Cornel, dude, the world is not ready. I would vote for Cornel. I'd fucking march for that nigga. So, I don't think the world's ready for that, though.
Nah. Too powerful. Plus, I'm fairly certain, like, a bunch of just racist people would up and just leave the country.
Too smart. Just to everything. To everything, man. To everything.
We still got Sid for president, too. Isaiah shouted her out a couple episodes
ago.
Yeah,
Sid for president. Yeah, it'd be Kyrie for president and Sid to be VP.
All right,
Listen, just bring Barack back for a third run. It's all I ask. The world, the country is going places that I don't want to see it go. Just bring Barack back for a third
Baraka
term.
Flocka Flame.
Bring Barack back.
Speaking of Ibaka and Flocka and Serge Ibaka, did y'all see that Snapchat?
Of the popsicle? Yes, I did.
Ooh,
Enough
yeah.
said.
As a Orlando fan, I'd like to, well, not even fan, because okay, y'all, I'm going to go on record and say by 50, I'm owning Orlando Magic. I'm buying low, and I'm going to make a championship team. It's happening. But until then, I can only make recommendations for this team, and I would like to say that we can trade Serge Ibaka, Kerry Hilson. I believe wholeheartedly she would do more for the city than Serge Ibaka. It needs to happen. Definitely needs to happen.
In what role? What capacity?
I don't know, popsicle sales.
What rating are we giving this podcast? What is our target market? Who are our viewers?
Hey, man.
Yo, if you're a valid listener of the show, hit us up. 1-900-GET-AT-US.
1-800-GET-AT-US. Okay, so before we run out of time, let's do sponsors real quick.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on the call last time. Yeah, go ahead, brother. I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, this sponsor we have been in talks the past few weeks, trying to get something together for the podcast. The company's name is Strength. Go ahead and get your products online now. This fine piece of product I have here, displaying Kobe Bryant number 8. Phone case for the iPhone 6.
That's Uncle.
Also available in other forms. Go ahead and collect your arts, and we will be in talks for big business ahead. So go ahead and support. Also, Brother Julian is on the car. He just called himself. Oh, so go ahead. Brian.
Sponsored by Expo Dry Erase Markers. Recently, yours truly decided to build what's this, about 90 inches here? Whiteboard desk from IKEA. Now, IKEA is a beautiful place. They don't let you leave easily at all. You can get lost there. Luckily, they have a food court where you can eat, so you can literally live there. But go to IKEA, get you some shit, and you can build yourself a whiteboard desk and write on it with these beautiful Expo markers coming in blue, even though, shit, I can't put this on the podcast because we just did Brazy and Bompton and shit. I have a red marker too, please, y'all. I use the black marker the most. I don't use this blue shit no more. But it is sponsored this week by Expo Dry Erase Markers. Yeah, let me go ahead and get that blue marker out of here.
There is no affiliation whatsoever here. We are also sponsored by Crest toothpaste. Just because you are colored doesn't mean your teeth need to be. Crest toothpaste definitely keeps.
Can I brush my grills with Crest though? Because I got
cannot, because those
cannot.
You cannot, because
Okay.
those cannot stand up to the cleaning power of Crest. Nothing but enamel, brother. Nothing but enamel.
Okay. I got to figure out something to brush my grill with. Julie, you got a sponsor for us this week?
Well, let's see. Well, this show, I heard it was brought to you by Wingstop, because I tried it yesterday and it was fire. I went and supported some black business.
Whew. Wingstop is black business? I didn't know that.
Rick Ross, man.
Yeah.
He's a big time investor.
Oh, bro, shit. For real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ross Fit. He needs to come out with Ross Fit and created Instagram, a whole little movement there about how he lost that weight. If he can get Terrio down to less than
300
120
pounds, and we good.
if he can have Terrio as his first customer, yo, that will be it.
I think that DJ Khaled, with all the success that he keeps talking, needs to be the first recipient of that course or whatever it is.
Nah, man, you're bugging. DJ Khaled is full of success. That's why
DJ Khaled is of success.
That's success.
And that success
Those
equals fat. All right.
Those it's just rolled up here, right in the neck area.
It's an excess of success. That's what it is.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Lion.
I can't front. I was negligent in supporting black business. I completely forgot. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I went back, and it might be a certain mentality that even Kendrick was talking about on his album. I went to KFC and I had me a $5 box.
Oh, Pat, come on, man.
Nah, man, you're supporting Dr. Yakub's creations with that.
Listen, man, say what you want, but that chicken, that's some good chicken, man.
You can at least went to Popeyes and Churches.
If I go to Popeyes one more time and have another one of those biscuits, I'm gonna die.
You gonna die, big fella?
I'm gonna die.
Die, big fella.
I thought I'd actually switch it up, but no, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Publix from now on because that chicken was not great. That chicken.
Shouts out to that KFC commercial though. It's one of my favorite commercials out right now. Completely random stroke, but that real meal for $5, real meal for $5, real meal for $5. Finger licking good.
I gotta check that one out.
Just always a laugh whenever it comes on. I won't turn the channel if it's on. That is good, clean comedy, and you remember. Even though I mean, if you want to sponsor us, we fuck with you. But as of right now, y'all chicken ain't shit. I'll go on record.
Throw away the clients, man. Oh my god.
If you name Popeyes, Churches, or Publix, come and affiliate yourselves with us, and we will.
Listen. Affiliate yourselves with me. Isaiah is hateful in his words. I have only dissed Cleveland and Donald Trump, okay? And those are completely understandable. Talk to me for the sponsorships, all right?
All right, fellas. Let's wrap it up real quick. Just give a name of an artist and an album you've been listening to you want to recommend this week. I'll start it off. Tweet Charlene.
Pat, me, you. I'm still been on the game, dude. It's been pretty much the documentary 2 and Streets of Compton.
Word.
Hans Zimmer, Man of Steel soundtrack.
That soundtrack is fire.
I thought I was the only nigga listening to that shit in the gym. I hit terraforming on that shit.
Yo, especially the one with like especially the one with the wild ignorant drums.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, it honestly feels like gorillas banging their chests with sledgehammers.
Which one is it? Interstellar?
Yeah, nah. Whichever one,
brother.
Man of Steel. All right.
Yes.
Cue that shit.
If you listen to that shit in the gym, you will make.
All right.
Super Saiyan 3.
Man, Zimmer got some. Zimmer has some credits, man.
All kinds of games, man.
Yo, I'm surprised no rap producer have ever really looked into sampling Hans Zimmer.
If someone were to redo.
J. Cole, if you're listening to this.
No, J. Cole, do not
shut your mouth.
Do this.
I don't need to hear you right now. I'm talking. Now, J. Cole, if you're listening, go ahead and sample you some of that goodness. Bring me a Dead Presidents 4 and put that shit right in the beginning.
J. Cole, I'm gonna have to ask you to do otherwise.
I'm gonna have to ask you to shut your mouth. That's
like
what I'm gonna ask you to do.
I like to stay awake behind the wheel.
Listen, stay your soy milk drinking ass over there. The cold people are over here. All right.
I'm pretty sure this his fan base is 90% vegan, sir.
They still living longer than you, nigga.
No, they don't live longer. They just feel like they're living longer.
No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna outlast you and your old protein gains, biz. Those muscles only last you for so long. Stopping power, brother, and longevity are two different things.
All right, niggas. This has been another episode of To Be Announced.
Put it on the table, Playboy. Put it on the table.
Until next time, next week. We'll see you guys again. Peace.